Morning. This little chat is called Ripples. That's ripples. If you misheard that word, you're going to be dreadfully sorry. Ripples. Ripples. See, at the beginning, I was a pebble, a rock, and we all are, to a certain extent. Subarachnoid hemorrhages, strokes, brain injuries. We're pebbles, nothing more. And one day, the pebble falls into a pond, a river, whatever water-based feature you can think of, and you fall hard and hit the water. There's an initial explosion as you strike the surface, the meniscus. I like that word, meniscus. And you plunge into the water and you're oblivious after that for a short period of time, for a long period of time. Nothing can determine how long that period of time will be, but be patient. But while you're submerged in everything that's going on around you and within you, the pebble, the rock hitting the water, forms ripples that slowly hurtle away from the initial impact. And those ripples reach. By God, they reach. You see, because in my case, I was out of it. I was comatose, and in the subsequent weeks and months, you retreat into your own little world as you try and recover. But the ripples reach out, and your family get hit by the ripples, your family and your friends. And in many ways, particularly in the early months, they're probably more damaged by the ripples than you are by the initial impact, because they're watching, they're seeing, and you're still oblivious, and they're watching everything that goes on. They're making sacrifices to make sure that everything you go through is as good and as painless as it possibly can be. Endless trips to hospitals, endless therapy sessions, added to the fact that even at home, you're not the same person anymore. How can you be? And the people around you have to come to terms with that quickly. See, I was a 25-year-old man when my brain took its hammering. So life for me was just a 25-year-old man coming to terms with a new, improved, I like to think, mentally at least, 25-year-old man. Just me. Now, imagine if that accident happened to a 6-year-old boy or girl, a 15-year-old boy or girl. Multiply tenfold what I went through, because you're dealing with children. You're dealing with children who are changing on a daily basis without the impact on the head. And with it, everything becomes that much more difficult. Brothers and sisters battle for attention all the time. I have 2 children here, a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old, and it's like a war zone. They adore each other, of course they do, but still the attention search goes on. Now, if one of those children has a significant brain injury, those ripples flow and reach and impact on everyone. Absolutely everyone. And suddenly all the attention, quite naturally, is drawn to the brain injured child. And meanwhile, on the outside, naturally and understandably, there's another child. Still, as nature dictates, searching for attention, searching to become a person. And naturally, there's nobody there to help. Not to the same extent as there used to be, because there's a brain injured child who isn't asking for attention, but can't help but get it because of the worry, because of the concern, because of the ripples. And therefore family life can be intolerable, particularly for the child who's not really involved, because they're on the outside looking in. The parents still adore them, still worship them, but all their focus is on the child with the brain injury. All my parents' focus was on me, and I was 25. All my family's focus on me, my friends' focus was on me. But the ripples are endless. And as time goes on, the ripples lose their strength, they lose the power, but the initial impact is so far-reaching, so very far-reaching, and meanwhile that pebble is submerged, cocooned, and the people beyond, the people being attacked by the ripples, are the ones who truly struggle, who truly struggle 24 hours a day. And nobody takes that into concern when they talk about brain injury, when they talk about hemorrhages, when they talk about strokes. The worry always, invariably, is centred upon me, or in your case, if you're watching, you. But most people who've been in situations such as me understand how much the people around them are hurt by what's been going on, are affected by what's been going on, and how much their lives are forced to change because of what happened to you, because of what happened to me. So never, ever forget the ripples.